Suppose that a person were walking along, and as they did, something caught their eye, and they reached down to pick it up, and it was this shell. Now, as you look at this shell, you might suppose to yourself that the forces of nature over the course of time could have formed this shell through almost a random process. The wind and the waves, the sun beat against it, and it formed into this shape. And you may say to yourself that there's no intelligent mind that made this. It was just a random process of natural forces. Now suppose this time as you were walking along, something else caught your eye, and as you bent down to pick it up, you picked up this cell phone. And suppose you didn't know what it was, but you began to play with it a little bit, and you noticed that the screen swung open. As you looked at it, you saw the screen came on. There were numbers on the screen which indicated the date and time. You began to push some of the buttons and the phone started reacting. Now it wouldn't be like it was the last time with that shell. As you looked at the shell, you could think to yourself that it was just the product of some random forces of nature, but when you look at this cell phone, you couldn't possibly think that over the course of time, the wind and the sun beat down against some object until finally what emerged was this cell phone. Instead, it would only be reasonable to think that there was an intelligent mind who created and made this cell phone so that it worked the way it does. Suppose you were wandering through the universe and this world caught your eye and you decided to stop and really look at it and observe it. And as you did, you decided to look at all its properties, and you saw in this world that the sun rose every morning and set every night. And then suppose that as you continue to look at the world, you looked even at your own human body, and you saw how intricately every system of your body was made and how it all worked to keep you alive. Suppose you even looked at a blade of grass, and as you looked at it, you saw how it had its own systems which kept it alive, and how intricately it was made and how it was designed. As you looked at these various things in the world around you, it wouldn't be reasonable to say to yourself, this all came about through a process of random natural forces. You wouldn't think to yourself, you know what, the wind and the rain and the sun beat against just dirt until this all emerged, our bodies, grass, this universe. You wouldn't say that. It would just be like with the cell phone. You would look at it and you would say to yourself, this is the product of an intelligent mind, a creator who with thought put it all together. And that is exactly what Christians say about God, that He intelligently designed, with all the beauty you see in this world, everything there is.